What up, everybody? What up, YouTube Live? All right, all right, all right. Okay, so let's rock this. Uh, if you're wondering why I am looking very sharp and dapper and nice, it's because I am on my way back to Los Angeles to cover another red carpet this evening. It's gonna be quite a drive. I hope there's no traffic. So before I go, and that's why that's why I suit up. That's why I look this nice. Um, I want to share you this quick news because this happened this past Golden Globes, and I have some thoughts about it. And let me know what you think of it too. So basically, actress Elsie Fisher. Elsie Fisher is, I want to say, 15-year-old actress. Yeah, she's 15 years old, and she stars in the movie Eighth Grade, one of my favorite films of 2018, last year. So hopefully the movie gets nominated for Oscar for Best Picture. We'll see. I'm hoping Elsie Fisher will also get Oscar nominated for her performance in this film. We'll see. The nominations have not been announced yet. So she got nominated for Golden Globe. She did not win, but that's fine. That's still an accomplishment for an actress her age. Um, and at the Golden Globes, as you know, you've seen it. It's not a spoiler. Rami Malek ended up winning for Best Lead Actor in Drama, and his movie Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Picture Drama, the ultimate prize, right? The cream of the crop, the top of the honor. And so Elsie Fisher tweeted this. She said, "I'm so happy Rami Malek and Bohemian Rhapsody won Golden Globes. I'm thrilled tonight is the best night." So that's sweet, right? That's sweet. That's harmless tweet. She's celebrating the fact that Rami and Bohemian Rhapsody won. And so, yeah, any other day would not be a problem. So all of a sudden, she got attacked by trolls, Twitter bullies, do people who dig up things from a decade ago. Those kinds of people. And so basically, what they were attacking Elsie Fisher's tweet for is well, as you know, Bohemian Rhapsody is directed or was directed by Bryan Singer, and Bryan Singer is a problematic public figure. He's given us some great movies in the past. Many of them are X-Men movies, very well made X-Men movies, I might add. But he also has been accused of molesting or raping young boys, many of which have not been proven yet, or he has not been convicted of any of that or been brought to trial. I don't believe so, to my recollection. Unlike Kevin Spacey, who yesterday was arraigned in court. So that hasn't happened yet to Bryan Singer, but has it? The rumor has been going around for quite some time. I think him and Brett Ratner as well were implicated, both of them, in some kind of a party involving young people. I don't know. So, but also on top of that, Bryan Singer was fired from Bohemian Rhapsody, was fired by 20th Century Fox and the producers because he was MIA. He came late for work a lot of times, and he did not show up, and he was just up and go. And I think at one point, if I'm not correct, I mean, if I'm not wrong, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the rumors out there also said that he and Rami Malek clashed or disagreed or argued a lot on the set. And Rami Malek's the lead star. You can't lose your lead star that way. And so Bryan Singer got fired. I think he filmed more than 50% of the movie, at least more than 50%, I want to say. And then director Dexter Fletcher stepped in and finished the film. Dexter Fletcher is the actor turned director who helmed Eddie the Eagle. He also helms the upcoming Elton John biopic movie Rocket Man. So despite that, though, Dexter Fletcher was not credited as the director of Bohemian Rhapsody. That credit still went to Bryan Singer, solo credit directing. So that's the context I'm giving you. And so Twitter trolls, Twitter bullies, start attacking Elsie Fisher for supposedly supporting, when she's actually just cheering for. She's not making any statement for or against Bryan Singer. And so everybody's attacking her, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you cheered for Bohemian Rhapsody and Rami Malek. Did you know who it was directed by?" You know, usually, usually when uh, a movie based on true story or fictional, loosely based on true story movies about real life characters, usually the outrage is about, "Oh my God, uh, the Greatest Showman about P.T. Barnum. Did you know that P.T. Barnum actually hurt animals? How dare you made him become this lovable entrepreneur played by the handsome Hugh Jackman? How dare you? That's just terrible." And I love The Greatest Showman. It's like, come on, expand your imagination a little. It's not actually about P.T. Barnum. But back to Elsie Fisher. Um, so the Twitter attack, I think some of them actually were about, hey, it did not portray Freddie Mercury accurately. I think some of the tweets said something about it dequeered Freddie Mercury, dequeered, like, really the movie minimizes his him being a homosexual is like not fully explored. Well, that's another topic for another time, I guess. That could be that depends on the creative decisions of the filmmakers and the screenwriter. um but the attack is mostly not about that. It's mostly about, hey, this is directed by a guy who's been accused of. And so Elsie Fisher responded in what I think is the most mature and responsible way of responding to Twitter trolls. And I would never have, I would probably, if I were her, because I have short patience, I would probably just lash out, or like, F you back to them, but she's like so adult and mature and wise about it. Let me just share with you what she said here. First tweet, in response to the haters, she said, "Why is everyone being so mean about this? I'm genuinely sorry if I did something wrong." Okay, so that should tell you something, right? It means that Elsie Fisher may not be aware of Bryan Singer's rumored or alleged history. Remember, Twitter trolls, Elsie Fisher is only 15 years old. She's only been on this earth for 15 years, okay? Uh, she probably hasn't seen, I don't know, Usual Suspects or whatever. So, um, but for her to, like, for you guys to assume that, oh, she should know better. How dare she? 15-year-old and she doesn't know yet. Can you blame her? She's still young. She probably doesn't know much about Bryan Singer's problematic history. And then she finally finds out, and then she tweeted this. She said, "My thoughts on this. Please educate me in the future if I do something problematic. I want to better myself and grow. I was also vaguely aware of the director of said film was bad, but I had no other information as to why he was considered such or what he had done. I know now." And then she continued on. She tweeted, "I will continue to be proud of Rami and the supporting cast because they are incredible. But otherwise, I will hold back. Understand this, though, there are many problematic people in Hollywood. And as someone who is busy frequently, I don't always have time to keep up. So tell me." Basically, she said, well, if I miss out on some information, clearly I did, inform me, educate me. Um, and that's wise, man. That's a mature way of responding, because like I said, if I were her, I'd be like, "F you, what the F, go F yourself." You know me. I'm short fuse like that. Um, so cool. Credit, man. Credit to Elsie Fisher for being such an adult in responding to Twitter trolls. Um, a couple of points, a couple of thoughts of mine. I think, yeah, that one, of course, credit to Elsie Fisher, but also, um, I feel like criticizing Elsie Fisher, a 15-year-old actress, a young actress who may not know much yet about the world, about something such like this, that's, to me, that's punching down, man. Okay, that's punching down. That's if you want to criticize, and I've criticized on Twitter, I've called people out on Twitter mostly people who actually have power. I criticize, or I outrage tweet about certain politicians or certain lawmakers if they make or voted in a way that hurt their constituents and the people that they are supposed to serve. See, that's something that you can definitely be outraged about, because they actually have power. They actually can influence. They actually know stuff, and they use what they know for wrong purposes. um but to attack Elsie Fisher because of this, come on. Come on. and, and also it goes to what I said also about with in my videos regarding Kevin Spacey and Louis CK and all those. Like, you can separate the person and their work. All right, for example, am I gonna start hating American Beauty? No, I actually, if you ask me, American Beauty is one of the greatest films of all time, one of the greatest films ever made. And Kevin Spacey did fantastic in that film. So yeah, I hate the fact that Kevin Spacey did all that horrible stuff, or allegedly did horrible that stuff. Um, but it's not gonna be like, oh, that's it. I now think The Usual Suspects is shit. No, The Usual Suspects was a great movie. so so unfortunately, yes, Bohemian Rhapsody was directed by Bryan Singer, who has been accused of these things, um and he didn't show up for work, so he got fired. And so that's unfortunate, but it doesn't take away from the fact that that is a fantastic biopic celebration of one of the most beloved rock bands ever, ever. I love Bohemian Rhapsody a movie. Rami Malek did fantastic. So yes, it's directed by Bryan Singer, but it doesn't mean, okay, so it's directed by Bryan Singer, so every little element about Bohemian Rhapsody is shit. No, no, come on. then you're being juvenile and simpleton about approaching things. You're not nuanced about things. So it's funny when you track some of the Twitter outrage regarding celebrities and how some of those celebrities respond. For example, Ruby Rose, unfortunately, she decided to shut down her Twitter because she got attacked when she was announced as the person to play Batwoman. She got attacked on Twitter. Some haters say, or some trolls say that, oh, she's not gay enough, or she's not a good actress, um, and some other stupid reasons. They lash out, and Ruby Rose couldn't handle that, I guess, and it's not her fault. Those tweets can be really, really heartless. So she shut down her Twitter. And I mentioned to you that I don't think she's a good actress, but I'm open to her proving me wrong. If she gets a coach, if she I don't know, she sharpens her acting skill throughout the duration of playing Batwoman, maybe, that'd be great. That'd be great. I would be open to that. Right now, I haven't seen that. It was based on Elseworlds. Uh, but I want her to be better. I want her to be a good actress. Um, so that's one case. The other case is James Gunn. As you know, people dig up, his terrible jokes from a decade ago. Now, James Gunn hasn't shut down his Twitter yet. I don't think he has. But he got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. He's making a comeback though, so that's good for him. I think he's trying to make Suicide Squad 2 for WB, so that's awesome. And then there's before we get to Kevin Hart, there's also Kevin Spacey, when he tweeted an apology with regard to the accusation from the Star Trek Discovery actor, who said that he was molested by Kevin Spacey when he was young. And Kevin Spacey did not do a wise job. We talked about Elsie Fisher doing a wise job responding. Kevin Spacey did not do a wise job. He, as a matter of fact, he also used that as an opportunity to come out of the closet, which is, all of a sudden, of course, obviously, understandably so, the LGBTQ community was mad about that because, hey, you can't use that as, an excuse, being gay, for an excuse. Like one and the other, molesting kids and being gay is like, it doesn't have correlation. Number two, coming out is supposed to be celebratory. Is that something that should be, a good thing, and you're making it look bad? Um, so that's an example of celebrity responding to Twitter, not in a very mature way. Kevin Hart, of course, the latest example, with the LGBTQ jokes from like a decade ago or so. And so he at first he got defensive, and after a couple of days, he finally apologized and um, stepped down from hosting the Oscars. I don't think he should step down. I think he should get rehired. Um, for the same reason why I think James Gunn should be rehired by Disney, because if they themselves say that they have changed and they have shown evidence of that, maybe being active in the LGBTQ community, or maybe not joking about that kind of stuff anymore, um, then yeah, they should get rehired again. I don't see the problem. So I think my point is that you gotta approach it case by case basis. Right? You can't blanket approach it like one. Oh, what's going on here? Like, oh, what's with the what's the outrage going on right now on Twitter about this celebrity? You gotta dissect it, analyze it. If it's whether it's baseless or actually founded on something. Um, in the case of Elsie Fisher, back to her again. It's dumb, man. The outrage is dumb. It's like you're punching down on this 15-year-old actress who doesn't know much about Bryan Singer yet. Come on. And number two, Bohemian Rhapsody is a fucking awesome film. So uh, if you're hating on it because you hate on Bryan Singer, I don't know. I don't know what to say about you there. I guess that's fine. It's the land of the free. If you choose to boycott Bohemian Rhapsody because of Bryan Singer's involvement, or his name is still credited as a director, that's fine. It's a free country, and I have the freedom to actually watch and enjoy Bohemian Rhapsody for the opposite reason. Um, and as you know, if you notice at the Golden Globes, once they come up on the stage to accept the Best Picture drama Golden Globe, the producer Graham King and the rest of the guys, they did not mention Bryan Singer's name. I know, right? Oh my God, they didn't. Yeah, it's because Bryan Singer's name is currently toxic. You don't want to be associated with Bryan Singer right now. So it's totally understandable. Totally understandable. So yeah, let Elsie Fisher go, man. Let Elsie Fisher go. Not guilty. Please, leave her alone. I'm glad she hasn't shut down her Twitter yet. And if you haven't checked out the movie Eighth Grade, oh my God, you are missing out. Eighth Grade is a fantastic coming of age tale by writer director Bo Burnham. It's so honest and so funny and so unique. I highly recommend you go watch it right now. Drop whatever it is that you do and go find Eighth Grade Blu-ray or on VOD. Go watch it with your loved ones. You will admire it. I promise you that. All right, so I'm gonna go to the red carpet this evening. Stay safe, everybody. Please subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell. Press that like button. Share the video with all your friends on your grandmas. And also, if you can help support Rama Screen channel, please do so at patreon.com/Rama Screen. That's patreon.com/Rama Screen. All right. Tyler says, how about Christian Bale thanking Satan? I already mentioned that on Twitter. The only people that are outraged about Christian Bale thanking Satan are people who watch Fox News and the right wingers. So who gives a fuck about them? They think that Dick Cheney is some kind of angel or God. No, Dick Cheney is a war criminal. I don't give a fuck if Christian Bale referred to Dick Cheney as Satan. And I think Christian Bale himself was just joking, because everybody else usually thank God, right? Oh, I'm thanking God. I'm thanking my manager. I'm thanking my agent. Whenever they accept awards. So Christian Bale thanking Satan, that's like so funny. Come on. That joke is, I don't care who you are, that shit is funny right there. The Real Talk says, you always look nice, man. Always dressing fancy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Fancy. I like that song, Fancy. I'm gonna play it in my car while I drive to LA. Thank you, Real Talk. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, everybody. As always, let's rock this.